This might be a controversial take, but going from gold to immortal is not difficult at all. The only reason that you are stuck gooning in a lower rank is because you're prioritizing the wrong things. Hi, my name is HackerOne. I've been a Valorant coach for over 3 years now, and I've helped hundreds of players get better at Valorant. If there is one thing I can say for certain, it's that you can't expect to rank up quickly if you're doing what everyone else is doing in your rank. You spend all day spamming comp games and don't progress because you aren't focused on what I like to call high leverage tasks. What is a high leverage task, you might ask? Well, guys, it's quite literally anything aside from spamming comp all day long, okay? Let me just give you some straight up value. Forget aim training all day and start training your movement instead. Movement is responsible for essentially every part of your gunfight, from the time you decide to peek an angle, till the time that you're strafing in the gunfight itself, till the moment you win the gunfight as a whole. Having a high quality movement routine that you follow consistently is key, and you run this alongside training your static aim in scenarios that translate one-to-one in Valorant. So how exactly do I go about this, you might ask? Well, for starters, I would recommend running deathmatches where your goal is to trace your opponent's head without shooting any bullets. Your main focus should be to try to increase the time spent staying alive during those gunfight engagements by utilizing left and right strafing patterns. And on the static aim side of things, focus purely on mastering micro adjustments, because aside from movement, your crosshair placement and the micro adjustment you make is gonna be responsible for whether or not you win or lose a gunfight. Now obviously I'm giving you guys all this value for free, but I had to learn it the hard way. If you guys don't know, when I initially started this game, I was placed in bronze. Yes, that's right, bronze. And I had to find my way out of every single rank, and eventually after spending thousands, literally thousands of hours grinding this game, I finally got to a high rank in Valorant, got my name on the leaderboards, played against some of your favorite streamers, destroyed some of your favorite streamers, and even became a full-time Valorant coach. So trust me when I say this, I basically know every single detail of what you need in order to escape your hard-stuck rank. Just by training these concepts alone, you will literally find yourself dominating your matches with ease because your opponents are still busy spamming comp all day long like the old you. Now you're gonna separate yourself and you will see results. Keep in mind, guys, none of this matters if you have a deep attachment to your RR gains. Right now, the way you think is RR based, the way you peek is RR based, the way you move is RR based. You've likely encountered many situations where your thought process went like this: I wanna take this risk because if the risk pays off, we might win this round, but it's honestly way too risky. And because it's too risky, it might not work out. And because it might not work out, we might lose the round. And if I risk losing this round, then I risk losing the game. If I risk losing the game, then I risk losing my RR. Therefore, I've decided I'm not going to take the risk. This exact pattern of thinking is very common amongst lower ranked players, and quite frankly, it's one of the biggest reasons why you haven't reached immortal yet. Take for example my student Chance. He started off Diamond 2 before he joined the Training Arc Society, and within 3 months, yes, only 3 months, he reached Immortal 2 top 1,000 in all of North America. He is just one of the many students that have reached Immortal inside of the Training Arc Society, and we have students winning and getting better literally every single day. If you are someone who values your time and you understand the value of getting high-level coaching or being a part of a like-minded society and how it'll actually help you save thousands of hours, then click the link below to start your rank up journey today. Now back to the point of the video. Listen guys, if you have a deep attachment to your RR gains, then you're always going to be thinking about RR in the back of your mind. One of the best things you can do is to completely disassociate yourself from your rank and focus purely on becoming a better player. This means you have to be okay with losing gunfights to learn. You have to be okay with taking risks to learn. You have to be okay with losing RR to learn. And this is why even from just having an alt account that's the exact same rank as your main account, except you just care less about the alt account, that can help you become a better player because you're playing with no risk on the line. Remember guys, adapting a growth mindset is always going to be way more beneficial than a winning / RR focused mindset. And finally guys, if I had to leave you guys with one final tip, here's what I would say. Instead of focusing all your time on playing comp, only play around 3 or 4 games max per day or whenever you do play Valorant, and make sure that those 3/4 games are played with maximum focus, all of your attention, and your main goal is to try to win, but also learn from every single loss. Anytime a player kills you, ask yourself the question, how did that happen? Why did that happen? And most importantly, what could I have done better to avoid that from happening in the first place? Just from asking yourself these 3 questions, you're automatically going to see yourself progress extremely fast. And remember, if you queue up Valorant and you lose 2 games in a row, sometimes, or mostly basically all the time, it's just better for you to hop off the game completely, because there's no point in going on a loss streak thanks to loser's queue, which does exist, by the way. So instead of doing that, the best thing you can do is follow a little bit of like a balanced ruling, where it's like, okay, if you hop on the game, you win your first game, then you just continue to spam queue until you lose. But the moment you lose, you hop off. Let's say you hop on the game, you lose your first game, you play one more game to see if it'll still get you back in winner's queue. If you lose, then you just hop off. The best thing you can do for yourself is to just not spam comp and spend more time running death matches, more time in the range, more time doing drills, more time focusing on how you can become a better player. You want to spend more time doing things that are actually going to move the needle forward so that you can genuinely become a better player, which obviously is going to translate back into your comp games. Anyways, guys, I hope you guys all enjoyed the video. This is like episode 3 or episode 4, I think, of just flying around the map while dropping pure value. So hopefully you guys enjoyed it. Let me know if you guys have any questions, of course. And yeah, hopefully, you guys found a lot of value in this video, and make sure to join the Training Arc Society below if you want to rank up as fast as possible, and more importantly, if you want to save time, because the reality is, guys, time is the most valuable asset we have. My goal was to never let any of my students have to spend thousands of hours like I did grinding the game of Valorant just to reach a high rank, but to help you speedrun that, because again, time is so freaking valuable. The last thing you want to do is spend all this time on your own without getting guidance, without getting coaching, and try to figure it out all on your own. It's just not worth it. So yeah, that's why I created the Training Arc Society, and that's why my students are winning every single day. And yeah, guys, thank you guys all for tuning in, and hopefully I'll see you guys in the next one.